In this arrangement, I am using the Segovia technique. You can see I grew my thumbnail out as well as my other nails. This allows me to get that sound. If I use flesh only, just the skin, it's a mellow sound. That nail gets more volume, also brings out that melody nicely. So it starts here on a C chord, kind of simply. My thumb is on the 4th string, getting that E melody note, and my other fingers are creating this arpeggio there. With that, my index is on the 3rd, my middle is on the 2nd, the ring is on the 3rd. Sorry, on the 1st. So the melody note's on that E, and then the melody note goes to the G on the 6th string. Then I switch to a G chord, just grabbing that high G with my pinky. The melody is the 4th string open, that D, reaching across for that G in the bass, and that G in the melody. And then we return to the C chord, and now this time the melody is C, D, E, F, D, G. And over that I've got that C chord, which I'm going to play the melody note first and then just kind of grab the chord immediately after that. And then on this G chord, I'm getting back to that pinky on the 1st, melody note on the D open, and then the G open. That repeats. But on the 2nd pass here, the melody note is the melody is the same for the C, D, E, F, D, G. But now the same melody is now over an F chord. So I'm getting that first 2 notes barred there, and then the middle there. Then I'm getting the C with the ring finger, and then the F with the pinky. And then again, the D open as I go to the G chord, and the G open the melody. Now the next measure here, the melody inverts. Now the melody's on the top and the chords are on the bottom. The melody note becomes that A, C, 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 D, C, B, and that's going on over this chord, which really works nicely for this bar. I'm just a traditional F major bar chord. Again, in the right hand, just kind of grabbing that melody note. It's A, C, C, C. And now, as I go to this next melody note, D, this is just a normal C chord. I'm adding my pinky in on that D. Back to the F chord. This is a repeat measure. And you can arpeggio those however you see fit. Now the 3rd time this comes along, same idea, but it changes. It starts the same way, but then we go to a B flat chord. So I'm basically, if you can kind of picture this B flat, I'm just grabbing the F, the B flat, and the D with my index. So I'm not using that 1st string, just using my fingers to get the melody note there. I am grabbing the root with my pinky, which would be the 6th fret on that 6th string. And then the melody note from there, I'm going to add in my ring finger to get that C natural on the 3rd string. And there's a nice guide finger. And I'm not sliding, but I'm keeping that finger. You can kind of see when you press really hard, your finger gets a little groove in it. I'm just using that groove to kind of ride the rail to get down into that F chord where I'm going to. So again, got this B flat, where the melody note goes to the C. I'm going to guide finger down to that A, and then here I'm going to an F chord. We're just kind of implying the F chord by hitting the bass note, and then adding that E note on the 4th string. And then from there, the melody note goes to that G, that 3rd string open, and I play the C chord. The next melody note is an E. And this is an interesting one because there's a D minor. So I get the melody note with my middle finger, and then with my remaining fingers I get a D minor chord, which is that A on the 3rd, I got a D on that 2nd string, and then the F on the 1st string. And then, so the melody note goes first, and then on the downbeat there, you want to play the D minor chord. So again, you've got the melody note E, the D minor chord, then the open D melody is the melody, go back to the E, and then the melody note's an F on that 4th string, and then those first three strings open forms that E minor. The melody goes to the G, and then the E, D, C, and you're back to the C chord there.